All right, welcome back to 10 with Jen. I'm Jen O'Sullivan, a board certified naturopathic practitioner. It's a mouthful, a best-selling author, and someone who spent the past 2 decades helping people rethink what they believe about health. So this week, we've been talking about the foundations of health. So on Monday, we challenged the way we think by asking, who am I trying to impress? On Tuesday, we looked at why most diets fail. Yesterday, we talked about the things that quietly steal our energy. And today, I want to remind you of something that has given hope throughout my entire career. Okay. So grab your glass of water and we'll spend the next 10 minutes together and talking about your body was designed to heal. Okay. So imagine hiring the world's greatest maintenance crew. Okay, they are the top of their class in their specialty. They work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They never call in sick. They never ask for a vacation. They never forget their assignment. Okay, you already have that crew. It's called the human body. Okay. One worker repairs damaged tissue, another delivers oxygen to every cell in your body, another removes wastes around the clock, right? Another stands guard against viruses, bacteria, and anything else that doesn't belong. Another rebuilds bone, another replaces old cells with new ones, right? You get my drift here. While you slept last night, your heart beat nearly 4,000 times. By the end of today, it's going to beat around 100,000 times. Your lungs will move nearly 3,000 gallons of air. This is supplying oxygen to trillions of cells while removing waste gases with every breath. Your kidneys will filter around 50 gallons of blood, okay, today. Your immune system will inspect millions of cells looking for anything that doesn't belong. So your body's doing all of this while you're driving to work or making dinner or watching television or sitting here listening to me, right? You don't have to remind any of it to happen. God actually designed it that way. And when David wrote in Psalm 139 that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, I don't think he fully understood everything modern science would eventually discover about the human body. Yet, thousands of years later, the more we learn about biology, the more those words ring true, right? I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And that's why I love teaching wellness. My goal has never been to hand people another list of rules. My goal is to help them understand why the body works the way it does. And once people truly understand the why, they begin to make different decisions. And over time, those decisions become different habits. So I want you to ask yourself this: what's making your body's job harder than it needs to be? Dash is back there wanting so badly to get in. Okay, what is making your body's job harder than it needs to be? Sometimes the answer is poor sleep. Sometimes it's chronic stress. Sometimes it's processed foods. And sometimes it's unforgiveness, right? Oftentimes it's simply trying to do too much for too long. So here's something I've learned over the years. Your body has been working for you every single day since you were conceived. Think that through. Your body has been working for you every single day since the day that you were conceived. Maybe it's time to start working with your body instead of against it. Okay, so today's reset. I'd like to ask you to ask yourself one question, right? So what is one thing that I could do this week to better support my body's natural healing ability? I want you to keep this simple. One of the easiest ways to support your body's healing systems is to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. This is often called your reset and restore mode. So right now we're going to do that together. I want you to place one hand on your chest and one on your belly, like your abdomen, so where your rib cage is, just below. And what I want you to do is take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for about 4 seconds, allowing your belly to rise. Hold it gently for 2 seconds, and then slowly exhale through your mouth for about 6 seconds, letting your shoulders relax. I want you to do that 3 to 5 times, several times a day, okay? I want you to notice as you're doing that how your body begins to settle. I wish I could teach my anxious dog that. Think this through though. Healing happens best when we're not constantly living in fight or flight. Okay, I want you to also choose an additional habit to practice this week. Maybe it's going to bed 30 minutes earlier. Maybe take a walk barefoot in the grass if you can. Drink another glass of water. Prepare a healthier dinner, right? Also consider maybe skipping dessert for a while. Spend a few quiet minutes at reading scripture before the day begins, right? We've talked about that multiple times. I just want you to choose one thing and stay consistent, because remember that these small choices repeated day after day become the habits that shape our health, and that's the compound effect in action. Okay, tomorrow is Fitness Friday. We're going to talk about making a small decision that will lead to big results with one of the greatest investments you can make for your long-term health. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. This was a short one, but be blessed. Bye, guys.